For this video review or laruan ni Obi-Wan Kitbash video review, we're going to take a look at Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Cable. Okay, so the figure is already out of packaging and we already did stuff to it because in this channel we play with our action figures, we don't amass them. Okay, so overall score for this action figure packaging, 10 out of 10. Articulation points or out of the box experience details, it's going to be 10 out of 10, but articulation points out of box experience is going to be 8 out of 10. Okay, 1 because of no weapon retention for the primary and secondary firearms that this figure comes with, and 2, the articulation points is locked on the shoulder, but it's just a very simple tweak on the action figure and you're going to have a fully articulated action figure. Actually, all of the joints are good to go out of the box. There are no locked joints on this figure except because of those shoulder pads, those 80s inspired shoulder pads. Anyway, so let's take in the action figure or into view. Okay, there you go. So let's try to refocus. Okay, so figure focused. Let us do first a quick 360 view for those of you who haven't seen the shorts video of this action figure. Okay, but if you have seen the shorts video and you are watching this video right now, welcome to the channel, welcome to the toy playing community. Not the toy amassing community. Okay, so as you could see, we already trimmed out the shoulder pads. We provided weapon retention for this secondary firearm and weapon retention for the primary firearm, and we added some accessories too. Okay, so we're ready to discuss the changes that I made to this action figure. Okay, so let's first tackle this section. Okay, there you go. Could easily hold a T pose and a weapon retention stance where we're going to show that later on. Okay, so yeah, I'm also going to point out where I got those. Okay, so with this section, just use your X-Acto knife, this X-Acto blade, and yeah, just 2 cuts. That easy and simple. Of course, you have to be very careful with this blade because yeah, if you make a mistake with regards to the angle and the force, you're going to cut through material on the shoulders or on the body. Okay, so some precision cutting is needed. Okay, so that's going to be gray plastic. Afterwards you make that clearance or cut. Okay, so those pieces are going to be this, and actually I'm still going to keep them because I could possibly still have future use for this. Okay, so if you have a Gundam marker, a black Gundam marker, has a very thin profile tip, so you could paint those sections up. Okay, so very easy and simple. This and that combination to free this section to improve articulation points. Okay, so with regards to weapon retention, okay, so we already improved the articulation points. Weapon retention. So you could either use the primary or secondary. If you post this action figure in your display stand, okay, so I'm using round rubber tubing for this. So I made two holes on that side and on that side. Instead of straight cuts, nope, we did something a little bit fancy. So some precision drilling is also needed, so you won't really have to or possibly overdo it. Okay, so just a little bit of hole, possibly that deep. Okay, and you could apply a little bit of super glue. So this is what I used to apply super glue with on that hole, and just stuff it in. Okay, and that's going to hold. Oop. And yeah, instead of using elastic cordage, this looks more fancier for this action figure. Okay, so that's the reason why I use this. Okay, so next, weapon retention system for the secondary firearm or the pistol. Okay, so that is an Action Force Valaverse thigh mounted accessory. Okay, for the magazine or the pistol. Okay, so we just modified that with whatever plastic junk that we have on board. Okay, so for example, that strap, we cut it off from another action figure, and we just retain those pieces because of the details that it has. Okay, so that's how it looks. Here you go. And then we just use a hair dryer to remold that piece once we already glue it on the side, and we soften it up a little bit after letting the glue settle for 2 hours. So it's already nice and settled in. That's the time that you use your hair dryer to soften that strap up and insert the pistol in. So it's going to be molded on to this section of the secondary firearm. So it's going to be nicely molded. It's not going to look floppy, I mean, or rounded. It's, as you could see, it's squared off according to the shape of the barrel or the slide of the secondary weapon of cable. Okay, so these pieces, those are grenades that I still have for my 1:6 scale figures. Okay, so instead of gluing them on the harness or the strap of cable or the kit of cable, I just use a sewing thread. There you go, nothing really fancy. Okay, sewing thread, so just enough to hold on to or make two grenades latch on to that sewing thread. Okay, and just actually there is little space over there wherein you could just stuff that sewing thread in. Okay, there you go, that space. Okay, let's check the other side. There you go. Yep, so sewing thread would easily move through those open spaces and just make a square nut, and you could hang the two grenades left and right. Okay, so he has actually 4 grenades on board. Okay, so yeah, so these two are also removable, yeah, instead of glued in pieces. So actual pieces they make the action figure look fancier. Okay, so for in total, those pieces I got from, actually, yeah, from this website, way back, actually years before this channel, I was into 1:6 scale military scale action figures. Okay, or the other site that I would also buy my stuff for 1:6 scale is going to be Black Ops Toys. Okay, so let's show the website. Okay, so Black Ops Toys. Okay, so that's going to be the logo. Okay, so there you go. So different 1:6 scale weapons and accessories, clothing material, and kit and helmets. Okay, there you go. So yeah, I think I'll try to build once again a 1:6 scale figure. I've always been into 1:12 right now. Yeah, so yeah, I think I'm due to present a 1:6 scale figure, but let's see what I could come up with whatever accessories that I still have on board. Okay, so yeah, so we're using those for this cable figure. Okay, now let's check on the articulation points on this action figure right now. Okay, so nice and fluid. Okay, head nicely articulating out of the box, as I have mentioned. Torso articulation, nice and fluid. And yeah, rotation on the hip. We don't have any drop leg function in this section, nor a boot rotation, but it's okay. Double pinless joints for the knee and the elbow. Okay, so nice fluid out of the box, and changing handsets on this action figure is a breeze. Okay, as you could see, the articulation points are nice and fluid out of the box, except for the two things that I mentioned. This area is locked up because of the shoulder pads and weapon retention, but overall this is a great action figure, something that you're really going to enjoy playing with or posing in your action figure displays, or even ownership. Well, of course, in this channel we really play with our action figures, even to the point of doing some stuff to really enhance the build. So if you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And see you, and oops, let's show that action figure post that I was mentioning. Okay, before we close the video. Okay, because we already filled up that space. Sorry. Okay, so now you don't have a problem with regards to having a proper rifle shooting stance. Okay, and you could even move the head close to the lens of the scope. Okay, really looks good. So once again, if you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And see you on the next action figure or custom action figure review.